LeBron James, the greatest athlete the game's ever seen. Arguably the greatest athlete in human history. He is 6'9", has a 40-inch vertical, and can reportedly run a 4.6 40, and not to mention he's 250 pounds. He is truly the best basketball player of this era. Keyword of this era. As we know, eras of basketball is one of the most highly debated topics of discussion in the internet basketball community, with questions like if Wilt would dominate modern day basketball. If Michael Jordan played the 2017 Warriors, would he win? But when it comes to old heads, they make a great argument when it comes to eras, as you see by my perfectly drawn graph behind me. So I'm going back in time. They claim LeBron could not survive in the 90s, and what I found out through this video is shocking. But to make this video, I had to get inside the mind of an old head. So for 2 weeks I collected snapbacks and I sold DVDs on the side. And after going on this life-changing journey, I finally saw what the old heads were talking about. I present to you why LeBron can't survive in the 90s. And with my newfound old head mind, I have two arguments that I think you guys will all agree with. As we know, 90s basketball is known for defenses being able to literally sexual harass an offense with ungodly and inhumane fouls such as
shot clock at 3. Skiles. I'll reverse it.
And it's known for the refs literally never blowing the whistle, something LeBron James doesn't know anything about. Let me put it this way. If old Dickie Simpkins was in the lane and LeBron was driving, what do you think would happen? A. LeBron dunks on him. Or B. Dickie Simpkins literally sticks it in his and then all over his hairline. Comment down below, but in my opinion, I'm more inclined to think the latter. And are you guys serious? Do you think LeBron could seriously compete with guys like Bashan Leonard, Jamal Mashburn, and John Starks? Y'all might be wondering, who the fuck are these guys? Well, the first two guys I listed, they held Michael Jordan to 9 of 35 shooting, two of the greatest defenders in NBA. These guys recorded 0 all defensive teams together. So if you see what these guys did to Michael Jordan in the playoffs, what makes you think LeBron James would fare any different? Because if you didn't know, you youngsters, Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT. There should be no debate about it. He is your airness, he is Black Jesus, and he's literally Black God Danny Uncle. And he gets more bread than LeBron, stacks paper higher to the ceiling, and gets more bitches. So the point I'm trying to make is, if Michael Jordan literally got war crimed in the NBA and had bad games against the defense in the 90s, what makes you think again LeBron James could handle it? Because as we know, LeBron is one of the biggest crybabies in sports history, something Michael Jordan has never done. Here's a little story you might not have heard about Michael Jordan. One time Mike was on the court against the 90s Pistons, his biggest enemy. He was ISOing for the game, and Bill Laimbeer comes up to guard him. Michael Jordan is thinking, barbecue chicken, I got the switch I want. But that's when Bill Laimbeer whispers to Michael Jordan, 716 North Michigan Avenue. That's where your mom stay, right? Michael Jordan had no idea how he knew that, but he was unfazed.
Threw it away, and out of there is Jordan. He's got Paxson and Davis with him. He doesn't need him.
After the play, Michael Jordan just slapped Bill Laimbeer on the butt and said, good game. But that was just Mike. That was just Mike. Later that night, Michael Jordan got a phone call from his mom saying her house was robbed. Michael Jordan literally ignored the safety of his parents to hit a game winner. Now tell me if you think LeBron can do that, because personally, I don't think so. Me personally, I don't even know if he's athletic enough to get Bill Laimbeer off of him. And honestly, I think he's too much of a sissy. I think he would just call a timeout. And think about this. LeBron James literally let Andre Iguodala lock him up. What makes you believe that LeBron would stand any chance against guys like Jonathan Bender and Ed O'Bannon? So to make the first category short, the defense wouldn't just lock up LeBron, it would systematically skull But now to cover the second main talking point of old heads. LeBron created super teams. Everyone knows this is just objective fact that LeBron created the NBA's first super team in 2010. Sure, you could argue Kareem, Magic Johnson, and James Worthy was a super team, and Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. But there's a big but. Shut the fuck up, that's what but is. Bitch ass nit. So in short terms, LeBron made a super team because he simply couldn't compete on his own, unlike Michael Jordan, who had no help through his whole career. Besides, LeBron had a prime 2000 Shaq on his team before he left for the quote-unquote greener pastures. And honestly, LeBron he's not made for the grind. And if you play 90s basketball, you have to be ready for the grind. Because according to every 40-year-old, Michael Jordan literally 1v13 plenty of teams on multiple occasions and still won 6 rings. And if LeBron needs support like Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, a front office that cares about winning, what makes you think he could survive in the 90s? To make a long story short, LeBron is not even deserving of the conversation of a top 2 player of all time, and personally I'm kind of embarrassed for him, considering we got reasonable evidence that NBA players have gotten worse over the years, considering they're not hate criming each other on a basketball court, and considering that there was no one singular super team in NBA history before LeBron James. I've just come to the conclusion that LeBron James could never compete in the 90s. What's your guys' opinion? Like, subscribe, and can y'all please buy my DVDs, big dog? Come on.